Well, the definition of TV going into 2025 has become murky just because we're watching so many different devices for our TV content, and we're seeing a lot of different kinds of content on our TV devices. I think what's really critical for the industry to get in front of now is what is the definition of connected TV advertising. For all of the different streaming and video advertising we've had in the digital world over the last decade or more, we finally are seeing a lot of scale with streaming, primarily on televisions, but secondarily on tablets and phones. But the difference is between how it's delivered, whether it actually takes over the whole screen, whether there's one interruptive ad, and whether or not there may be 20 different ads with sound off running, all of things which happen on the web, we have to get in front of on a definitional basis. And that's one of the topics that will be talked about here at the Future of TV Ads, which is CTV, which is much more like the TV of the world of before, is an attention business. It's about time. It's about how much time you have in front of a person where you basically have their dominant attention. Web video is not that. That's more of an impression basis. That could be 20 different units on the same page, some of which are all running at the same time. And we're seeing a creeping of web video into connected TV because we haven't been tight on definitions. And I think as much as people talk premium content is a big differentiator, we have to be clear about the format. It needs to be automatically streamed, it needs to have sound on, and it needs to dominate the screen. And it needs to be able to be fully measured through. And then it can actually approximate TV and access the television budgets. But if not, it's probably worth 1/5 as much as an outstream ad, and that's what we primarily see in mobile video. And I think it's important that we don't conflate the two.
Do you think we're any closer to getting that shared definition?
I think we're getting closer to understanding the definition, mostly because people realize some of the abuse in the elections in the United States, a month ago or so. 2 weeks before the election, we suddenly had a massive influx of advertising, locally targeted, connected TV claimed, that was under $10 CPM. Given the fact that there were hundreds of millions of dollars of new money dropping in those last 2 weeks, there's no way there was actually that much new inventory. It means that people were manufacturing it, just as we've seen in web banners, web video, mobile video. And it was hard for both buyers to discern what was accurate. Number two, for publishers of true premium content, it totally devalued their inventory. It brought the pricing down. And that's not right, and we've got to stop it.
And what's Simulmedia doing to that end? What's new with Simulmedia?
Well, the newest thing is Simulmedia. We just soft launched a self-serve direct ad buying platform called Skybeam, skybeam.io, and it basically permits small agencies, small advertisers to directly buy highly targeted, highly efficient, low cost of entry campaigns that can be targeted in any market in the United States and now soon in Europe as well, which is one of the reasons that I'm here at the Future of TV Ads.
So smaller agencies, does that also mean smaller brands are going to enter TV?
It does. It means small agencies and it means small brands. But I like to describe it. We have this explosion in the US and around the world of what I'll call the JAG agency, the just a gal, just a guy agency. They've been buying search and social. They may have had a little bit of marketing background or media background, advertising background. In their town, they might be a fractional head of marketing of a storage company. They may buy search and social ads for friends with a couple locations for tanning beds and hair salons and roofing repair. And Brian Weiser of Madison and Wall estimates that there's at least 20,000 of them spending at least $500,000 a year in advertising. And they've been locked out of TV. But connected TV, where you can basically buy in a highly targeted way, not just locally, but targeted to specific audiences, and you can get your creative made now almost for free. AI tools take what used to be a $20,000 pretty crappy ad you bought on local cable with a bad video camera, and you can now make a very robust AI ad that's unique and powerful for $50, and probably in 2 months it's free.